Ashley, what's up?
Happy Earth Day.
Happy Earth Day.
Did you
How's it
plant
going?
a tree today?
What's that?
Did you plant a tree today?
So I tried. I failed.
Okay. Please introduce us to yourself and what do you do?
Um, uh, MMA fighter. I fight out of Kaizen, Tampa. I'm fighting for the 185 title for the Leo code. So excited for the opportunity. It's been a long time coming. We were supposed
And
to have
right now
that.
you're one
What's that?
right now you're 1-0 right now.
Yeah,
Is
one
that
and zero.
correct?
Yeah, 1-0 in MMA.
How
So,
many rounds did you go for the Winterfest?
oh, just 3 rounds. Yeah, it went to decision. I was learning a lot about the game because I was coming from kickboxing. So my coach didn't want me to really rush anything or do anything drastic. Like it was at times like when I did a sweep and I swept him to the floor. And instead of like me keeping him down, my coach was like, just let up off of him and just go back to standing. Like he didn't want me to push the pace or get caught in anything stupid because, I still was like fresh to the MMA scene. But yeah, for the most part, I mean, I've been training since February for this event because we were supposed to
Oh
have
wow.
the card in April, but it got canceled. So yeah, I've been training this whole time since February. So I'm more than ready.
What's something that you think that you've improved upon that you're like, okay, this is definitely going to work?
Wrestling. Look, Ashley, I had zero wrestling, like -2. I was like, I
Oh, no.
wasn't horrible, but like, I mean, I came a long way. At least I have like some confidence in my ability. No, I'm not a collegiate wrestler. No, I'm not Kamaru Usman or anybody like that, Khabib or anybody like that. But I feel like I could like hold my own in that department now.
Yeah. I drove by your gym the other day, by the way.
Oh yeah, why you stop by?
I don't know, I got nervous. I got
You
nervous.
came. She came and got
I
that
was gonna
work.
take a photo too. I was like, no, because like they'll call me out and tell me to turn around.
Yeah, yeah, you should have came.
But next time I will come in. Next time, because I'm ignore this, but I am getting better physically.
I
Ignore
see
this
you
though.
grinding. I see you out there putting in work.
I'm trying, man.
Yeah,
I'm trying.
you put in, you put in more work than some of these fighters out here.
Oh no, don't say that. Don't say
It's the
that.
truth.
Okay. So, how important is it to be flexible as a fighter physically?
Oh, I'm not gonna give that away. You shouldn't ask that question. I'm not gonna give that away. Next question.
Okay. Okay. So, we don't see a lot of spinning elbows in fights very often because it's hard to get someone close. So,
Right.
how do you get someone close enough for you in order for you to do that? Because spinning elbow is like a guaranteed almost KO.
Yeah, it's like closing the distance, getting close enough where you can land it successfully, and it's usually you're gonna be countering something that they're doing. So you're just not gonna just throw it, you know, to like you're gonna react to what they're doing. So say they might throw a jab and you might slip under it and then come with the spinning elbow. So it's very important to get close to the opponent and then like I guess your instinct's going to take over at that point. It's not like you could plan for it. So the
Yeah.
instinct would definitely take over.
What percentage would you say is planned?
Um, I think if a fighter trains enough, like, and he reps spinning elbows, then naturally they're gonna try to land it. Like I remember, Brian Ortega came back and they made it seem like Brian Ortega 2.0. He fought the Korean Zombie, and then he dropped him with a spinning back elbow, and then that was pretty dope because out of all people, you wouldn't think that Brian Ortega, because he's known as a jiu-jitsu guy. So when you seen him do it, it was like, yeah, it's pretty high level. So I know he drilled that in his camp. I wish amateur
Hmm.
had elbows.
You think so?
I wish amateur had elbows.
Me too. I don't know why, but like I want to see more elbows. I don't know why. Even though like because elbows are like one of the strongest bones in our body, so
Mhm.
that can do a lot of damage.
Yeah.
You know?
Maybe you need to give them
Oh,
permission to let me do it.
oh no, I don't have that kind of power.
Uh,
Okay. So let's say that dinosaurs existed right now, present tense. Okay.
uh, okay.
Which one would be your pet?
Um, the Raptors.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, they're small enough for me. I mean, I don't know how big they were back then, like, but they're not a T Rex, you know.
Yeah.
So if I was to have one, a chain or something, yeah, just walk around with it, eat little Shih Tzus or whatever,
Oh no.
little poodles.
Okay. Which dinosaur would you grapple?
Um, what's the one that eat plants with the tall neck?
The brontosaurus?
Yeah, yeah, I grapple it. Got a
You think
long
you could
neck.
take that?
No, I just climb on his back. I mean, it's not gonna. The only way it's gonna kill me if it's a stump on me, you know. So I take his
That's
back,
true.
climb his neck, see if I could choke him out, make him tap. But I'm not messing with no T Rex, nothing like that. Nah.
That's kind
I
of
remember the last
that's
question
true
you
because
asked me,
like
like, "Oh, who would I fight?" You was like, "Will I fight Mike Tyson or something?" Like, no. Do you see what he just did on the plane?
oh okay, so we have to talk about that. We have to
Okay.
talk about that.
Yeah.
Do you find that as as a professional fighter now that whenever people try you in public, you're like, sir, you don't want to do this?
Um, I don't know. That never happened to me. I just feel like athletes or anybody that's a combat athlete that carry themselves like well, you know, and that trains hard, they know what they're capable of. So for the most part, most of those people are calm. So they don't even put themselves in situations like where those fights usually happen. Bars, alcohol, you know, things involved. You know, me, I'm a family man, you know. I train, I go to work. I mean, the most crowded place I ever go to for the most part is Publix, you know. I don't really do a lot of crowds, so I don't have a lot of interactions where, you know, people is challenging me, you know. So,
Hmm.
but I do get most of my work. And I got this guy. He's fighting this Sunday, Alon Cruz. He's the one I like to challenge a lot. Me and him go back and forth. He's one of my best training partners and one of the coaches at Kaizen. So, yeah, I'm always
What
after
you
him.
call he's not gonna get sued, do you think?
Well, we didn't see the whole video. We saw him talking smack in the beginning, whatever, and
Hmm.
something in the lines of like peasant or whatever. And then you just saw Mike Tyson hitting him. So I wonder what reaction that, you know, could cause Tyson. Like, what did he do that caused Tyson to snap? You know,
Yeah.
was it words or did he actually like put his hands on him? You know,
I heard that he threw a water bottle at him.
oh, that's enough right there. You know,
Oh no, that was it.
that's enough right there. Yeah.
Um, so the fight happens to fall Mother's Day weekend.
Hmm.
What is your favorite memory with your mom? The first one that came to your mind.
Me and my mom used to play I Declare War every weekend because I used to go to her house
Oh
on.
man, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so we used to go to work, you know, and then she would win some and I would win some. But yeah, I remember those. Those were good times. I remember this one time she walked because she didn't drive. She walked to Publix, and Publix was about a good mile and a half, and brought like groceries for the house. And she's walking, and she got tired and left all the groceries like in the middle of the street, and she just walked back home because she was tired. So I'm like, Mom,
Yeah.
where were you? She's like, oh, I was at Publix. And I was like, okay, where are the groceries? And it's like, oh, I dropped them off. So I had to sprint like a mile just to hope that nobody picked them up. Like, there's a whole bunch of memories that pop up because she's no longer with us. But
Mhm.
those were good times.
What would you say think if your mom's most proud of you for right now?
Me and being a father, you know, taking care of my family, you know, not in trouble. I mean,
Yeah.
you ever seen the movie Juice?
Yeah.
So you know when Tupac got the gun, he went like on that dark path. You know when
Mhm.
my mom passed, I had like a little rough moment, a rough patch, like where like you know, it was just I was headed in the right direction. So the fact that
Mm.
you know, even though she passed, I was able to overcome it, you know, make a good living. did 12 years in the military. So, all those things, I think she'll be, look at those achievements, she'll be proud of me for it.
And thank you for your service again.
Oh, always.
So this maybe you might take this literally or figuratively, since you do have a child. Should you let your kid touch a hot stove?
Uh, yeah, I mean, thank God my kids is like smart. I mean, he, he could feel like the heat like coming off of the stove. So he's like, hot, hot. And, like, okay, at least you know. But yeah, they gotta learn. I mean, that's the best way they learn is by like I used to do the crazy stuff. I put a pin in a plug socket before, electrocuted myself.
No,
I
you didn't.
I took my dad pills before and like overdosed of them. I got stuck under a car. Like now I know not to do it. My dad had a Mustang, this 5 Mustang, and I crawled underneath there and I got stuck and I couldn't get out. And they was looking for me for hours. And then they
No.
under the car they found they said they found me asleep. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So those I look at my son and I try to prevent him from doing the obvious things that harm himself. Like he like to touch spray bottles. Um, he like to touch like pans and pots.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta be mindful of what he's doing because at 2 years old they're suicidal.
Oh
They're
no.
constantly jumping off things.
Oh
So
no.
I gotta just watch him. You know.
That's so that's so funny. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay. Is there a moment either when in a fight or when you were training that still haunts you that you're like, I should have continued doing this or I shouldn't have done that in the first place?
So if you look right here in this fight.
Mm-hmm.
That was my first fight, and my coach always tells me to keep my opposite hand tight, especially when I'm throwing in combination. So if I throw my cross, this this hand got to be close to my head, right? So
Mm-hmm.
a guy threw a kick, and I had my hands down, and his toenail hit my
Mm.
eye, you know, and I had to get stitches and everything. But since that fight, I mean, it taught me a valuable lesson: keep that opposite hand tight, keep your hands up. But that's why I feel like I have like a better defense now. My defense is more tight. I'm just not like have my hands down. Only way I'm gonna have my hands down is if I'm for sure and confident that you can't touch me or you're too slow. But other than that, I usually have a sound, tight defense. And then
True, true.
the guy I was telling you about that I like to train with and like be competitive with Alon. He threw a kick one time and it like kicked like his toe hit my eye and like I used to see like a light stream like come down my eye. Like maybe I had a detached retina. I don't know. Like I just let it heal by itself. It's no longer there now, but yeah. But
That's oh my God, what's his name? The ex pro fighter. He's blind
Michael
in one
Bisping,
eye now.
Mike Bisping, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Wow, that's wild. Yeah, I don't know how he did. And he continued to fight with it like that too.
he did.
Yeah.
How they didn't catch him?
Oh, they
That's
probably. I don't know. They probably just let him. He's such a
true.
legend in the sport.
He is, and he's so funny. I love listening to his podcast.
Yeah.
Um, um, what do you think is the best film about fighting?
Ali.
And it oh,
Ali.
really?
Oh man, I can watch that movie over and over again. Just seeing a black man in that era and all the adversity he had to go through. When they wanted him to go to Vietnam, he's like, no, I have nothing to do with what's going on over there. To him bouncing back, to seeing him fight George Foreman when everybody doubted him, like it still gives me goosebumps when I watch that movie. Like poor Will,
That
poor Will,
poor Will.
poor Will. He's such a legend.
He is.
Yeah,
Oh God. I
yeah,
mean, no, yeah, he still is present tense. He still is present tense.
yeah, yeah. Uh, yeah, but definitely Ali. That's the first one that came to mind. I was gonna say
One of the
something.
best.
Yeah, I was gonna say some MMA movie. I was like, nah, not on Top Ali. Jay. You know how you ever hear Jamie Foxx went on talk shows and he said he was gonna play Mike Tyson. He do interviews.
He was supposed to.
He said he been saying that since like 2005. Like, I'm like, when is you gonna play this man? So I want to see how that one turns out. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a different actor now. Jamie up in
I
age.
mean,
I mean,
I
he looks
have
good for
feelings,
his
but
age, but he's still up in age.
he looks great. He looks
Yeah,
great, but like I have feelings towards older actors who still act because it's like, okay, guys, like
yeah.
how
You
many
know,
more stuff do you need to do?
yeah.
Like,
So, man, I know Denzel time's running out when it comes to action films. The Equalizer. I'm like, Denzel, come on now, bro.
yeah, yeah.
You're not doing all that. Relax. You know,
Relax.
yeah, that's
Okay. So
most.
where can we find your gym? Where can we support you, etc., etc.?
All right, so Kaizen Tampa is located on 2013 North Howard Avenue, downtown Tampa. Come check us out. Check our Instagram. You can catch me on IG, JAYMACK813. Yep. Tune in to the Leo Code. Whether you're streaming or come buy a ticket, May 7th is going down.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be it's gonna be such a fun day. And this is my first time seeing you in person, right?
Oh, yeah, it'll be the first time. So, yeah.
Yeah. This will be so fun, so fun. Okay, last question, then I'll let you go enjoy your dinner.
Okay.
Okay. So this is a quote from the movie Fight Club. How do you know yourself if you've never been in a fight? Do you feel that you've known yourself better since you've been training?
100%. Because you can't cheat the grind. You're going to get
Hmm.
exposed if you're doing anything, other than developing yourself. So I think the last interview we talked about when I got back from the military, I was like lifting weights and I thought I was stronger than everybody. And then I went with some guy that's 160 pounds and he had his way with me, you know. So obviously I got to get better at specifically at whatever they were doing. At that time it was jujitsu. So yeah, you can't cheat grind. You'll be exposed if you don't put 100%, 110% effort. I know when I fight this guy on May 7th, I know he didn't outwork me. So like I said, I've been in camp since February, early February. So it's been going on like 3 months now, and yeah, you'll see. You'll see.
Well, Josh, it's always a pleasure talking with you, and I cannot wait to see you in person May 7th. All right, man?
Thank you, Ashley.
Thank you so much for your time. I'll talk to you later.
Later.